And welcome back to MLG ProScrims. I am Mr. X, joined by nobody, and we are going to go straight into the game right now. And as you see, I'm on board with Rambo. After having a huge blitz game on Freight, we're actually going to see them play Domination on Freight. And this map in Domination, it's plays a little bit different than the blitz, obviously. I mean, it's flag, but there really isn't a dominant side. I would say, actually, if you were to pick one side, it would probably be the side that compLexity is on right now. As we were saying before, even on blitz, there's a little bit of that spawn trap action that you can get going. Also on this map, to note, you see a lot of teams currently, they're running pretty much three subs. A lot of teams 4 subs on this map. You know, it's pretty high paced. You know, it's pretty action packed, pretty close-quartered, and you see, especially with a player like Croon6 right here, he's going to move into their top green, and this is where it gets dangerous for EnVy. You know, you get a guy up in your top green from the opposing team, and you can't really do anything about it at B. If you try and get B, you're just going to get shot in the back, and, you know, sneaky players like Crim, and then now as we're seeing Ace, you know, don't kill that other guy, just kind of follow it up and just move into that same area. You're going to see the same thing. And I mean, right now, I mean, EnVy is just pretty much getting outslayed, and that is just 2 sick kills right there from Ace. He knows they're going to be spawning in that back left side of the map, and he is just going to keep running the same route. And that's one of the things you're going to see on Call of Duty Ghosts. I mean, as it evolves too, is the spawns are actually pretty consistent, to be honest. Going from a game like Black Ops 2, where, you know, spawns were determined obviously by your anchor, and I mean, Ace is just going off with this vector with the red dot sight. You know, I want to see what Merc's doing at 0-7. That's never any good, but like I was saying, the spawns are super consistent. Unlike Black Ops 2, the spawns were determined pretty much by your anchor, and then in Hardpoint, obviously, only game mode that kind of rotated spawn points. It was determined by your anchor and who had control over the point. That determined the spawn. In this game, it's more determined on where your teammates spawn. So it's pretty much kind of like team spawning in a way, to where, I mean, let's say if EnVy were to get players killed right there, everybody's at A, they're all going to spawn at A. I mean, right now they're pretty much getting cleared out. TP is going to spawn near C because EnVy has most of their guys over at A. It's pretty much just kind of, there's really no holding, regardless of flag, where you're going to spawn. It's pretty much just tied to just individual, just team grouping up. I mean, you can spawn pretty much anywhere. We've seen crazy spawns, and we're actually going to see EnVy 2-cap this B flag, and that would be huge right there. With the 2 minutes to go, they just need to get B back and just try and rack up some points. But I mean, you take a look at your scoreboard over on the right. I mean, you have Ace at 17-7. Obviously, he's showing some main Slayer roles. I mean, Crim at 10-6, and then also Karma, not with the ton of kills that I was used to seeing, but this is the role that you're going to be seeing him play on this team. He needs to stay alive, and you know, Karma's extremely good at that. He's playing with an AR right here, as you see. He's able to take out Goonjar, and this is exactly what compLexity is going to want from Karma. If he can just stay alive and just be a sneaky Slayer with his AR, it's a little bit of a different role. I mean, that is going to be an extremely big addition moving forward once he gets a little bit more comfortable playing that role. But, you know, right now, somebody from EnVy is going to need to step up and just take on that role that he had, and I really think it's going to be Proofy. I mean, Goonjar, like we were talking before, he's definitely an up-and-coming star, and that's all 4 down for EnVy. That's never good. He's an up-and-coming star, Goonjar. I would 100% agree with that. He is going to, I mean, I would say by the end of the season, even sooner, he's going to be in the top 4 to 5 players when it's all said and done on this game. Right now, is he able to fill those shoes for Karma? We don't know. I think Proofy is more than capable. Proofy has been proven throughout, I mean, his entire Call of Duty career and multiple Call of Duty games to be one of the best players. I mean, his shot is, I mean, unreal. It's not matched by pretty much anybody. So I think as time goes on, you're going to see EnVy kind of transition over more towards Jordan Proofy. You know, he's going to be doing most of the slaying. I mean, a lot of the kill feed this time is dominated by compLexity, and I mean, especially Ace. I mean, 23-10, and he is just, I mean, I know personally that the whole complexity lineup is pretty motivated going forward with this team, going into future events. You know, a lot has been said in the last few days. A lot has happened, obviously, and those things tend to motivate people sometimes. So, complexity is going to win the first half by 33 points. So, in the second half, you're going to see EnVy is going to need to come out and be extremely aggressive. They're almost forced to. You're down by, what I say it was? It was 33. So, you know, they're going to need to take B right off the bat. They're going to need to hold that for most of the time. And they're probably going to need to neutral complexity's home flag for a little bit. So, at the start, I want to go on with EnVy. And, you know, obviously, Karma is changing roles on complexity to be a little bit more of a passive slayer. On EnVy, I believe he changed his role from when he was on Impact to be a little more aggressive. So it's going to be interesting to see if Gunjar is going to be as aggressive as Karma was. Gunjar on TK, more of a passive player. I mean, that's pretty much how he wants to play. It wouldn't let me go on with him. And, you know, he's going to use an AR, which is definitely, I mean, it's definitely different. I haven't seen too many teams run 2 ARs. I would almost assume Proofy is running an AR as well. Yes, you're seeing 2 ARs out of EnVy. And this is going to be interesting. If they're going to try and get B right away, the best way they're going to do this with 2 ARs, they're going to send one to their top white, one to their top crates, and then they're going to try and push Ray and Merc down the middle. But as you can see, I mean, as you can't see because we're not on the game screen, but Gunjar switched from a AR to a sub, and he's going to run a vector. And it looks like we're going to have Ray with a smoke. It looks like Merc has smoke also. So if I would guess Proofy's going to go to top crates, maybe take A, and then go top crates. And I think you're going to see the 3 of them try and effectively push and take B right off the bat. That's pretty much their only option. And pretty sure Damon has scouted that out. He pretty much knows that's what's going to happen. He's got a thermal. And let's see if anyone else has any interesting classes. Nope, pretty much standard. So I want to go on with Ray right at the start. He's going to throw his smoke, and it is going to be a crazy battle for the middle. Ray is going to get taken out. Merc is going to get taken out. Is Gunjar only alive for EnVy in the middle of the map? And it's big kills right there out of Gunjar. And, you know, I believe complexity actually took that flag. They did. And, you know, that is just, that's going to be extremely difficult to come back from. You know, right there, they pretty much kind of threw their eggs in one basket coming out right off the bat and pushing that flag. If they weren't able to get it, it's going to be difficult to come back for the rest of the round because, you know, as the points start racking up, you get a little bit desperate, and then you have maybe one guy strays off and tries to go for C, and you really can't get anything going as a team. It's important that... Sorry, I need some water, guys. I'm working, but, you know, it's important as a team that if you go down right off the bat like EnVy did, that you kind of just slow things down a little bit. Nobody kind of just starts running crazily, and you kind of work and get things back together as a team. I always thought, especially on Black Ops 2 when we had Hardpoint, that the most effective strategy to break kills was to go extremely slow, make a plan, make 2 or 3 pushes towards a hill, aren't feeding kill streaks, not feeding just time, unnecessary time. You'd rather make 2 or 3 good pushes than just flooding random people. But you actually see right there, EnVy's able to come back and take that V flag. And, you know, right now, on with Gunjar, the new addition, that was going to be an important kill. If he was able to get back in there and take C, it was going to just bleed a little bit more time that they need out of complexity. And I'm trying to get on board with somebody. Everybody's dead. And you're going to have Karma be the last one alive. And those are the moments right there that, you know, little different positioning from an AR perspective. You're going to need to just have that just a little further away, play a little bit more distance. But as time will happen, that'll progress. And, you know, Crim, I like this play. If Crim can get back here and neutralize A, this would be a huge dent in just EnVy's kind of just comeback. And I believe he stunned one in the bottom beer, and that's going to force him to come out. And that's a very smart play out of Crim6. Right now, if he neutralizes this, or even it looks like he's going to just go for a full take. I mean, it looks like that EnVy is pretty much going to be forced to go for C. They cannot just have B, because that is going to be deadly. Because when you just have B on this map, you pretty much spawn at the cargo outside the train, And then you can also get a spawn in front of white in that corner. So those are 2 spawns you absolutely do not want. Those 2 spawns, I mean, I haven't really seen anybody try and spawn trap somebody mid-map, but those are definitely not the 2 spots that I would want to spawn in. And if you are compLexity right now, what you want to do with 1:50 to go, you pretty much just need to avoid being 3 capped. I might even be coming up soon on Mathematically Impossible for it to happen. You know, being up 3, so you're up 30 with 1:30 to go. Pretty close, but it looks like EnVy is going to try and take A, and that is going to be Merc and Ray. So it looks like compLexity is going to need to take at least 1 flag back. You don't really see anybody working towards 1. Here you go. You see Aches working towards C. Nobody over there at all to stop this from EnVy. Pretty sure it's over at this point. You have about yes, I think it is pretty much over. So you know, compLexity looks like they're going to try and take B back. They did. Now it's getting taken back by the other team, and this is pretty much where you just kind of volleyball flags back and forth. It's a lot like how Just Us plays. I don't know if you guys have seen Just Us. Very good team. Placed, I think, 4th at Columbus. And, you know, they play pretty crazy. They're all over the map, super aggressive. They don't really even, you don't really have any predictability with them. They're always running around, taking different flags. And actually, you saw right there, Ray spawn to Proofy's left. That's that outside of white spawn I'm talking about. And, you know, this is going to come down to the wire. It was a 33-point win. Yeah, I think it is mathematically over, and it looks like compLexity is going to take your ProScrim tonight. 3-1 against EnVy's. Yeah, it actually is over, right? 6, 94, 68. Yes, it is over. So compLexity is going to win. I believe it's by 1, right? It's going to be 96 to 68. No. My math is bad tonight, guys. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. It's been a very long day, guys. You know, I don't have co-caster. No Scott. Don't know what happened. Doc was awesome. Could have kept Doc. Got Scott. Isn't here. And, you know, that is going to be it. You know, compLexity looked fairly good tonight. Needed to work on some stuff. Obviously, all teams need to work on some stuff. I thought EnVy's Blitz game looked extremely impressive. I was extremely impressed with all game modes from TK. I thought TK definitely strong on the night as a whole. I mean, Search and Destroy was extremely well. They gained a little bit more slaying on Respawn. Obviously, that helps them a bunch. That was kind of what they were lacking a little bit. And Curse Las Vegas, obviously, it's your old Impact squad. Plus Nameless, I think we pretty much know what we're going to get from them at this point. I think we just need to see more of it. So, you know, you can check out the rebroadcast. It'll go up right after this. Also, Ron is extremely good at putting this all up to YouTube. So I believe it's MLG Official COD. So check all that stuff out. Check out all the YouTube stuff on the MLG channel. I mean, it's all pretty awesome content. This is an awesome night. We had all the new rosters. We saw the new rules we may be working towards. We don't really know yet. I mean, with the ban of Danger Close, the ban of the tracker site, and also the removal of the walkie suits, the ghillie suits. I hate those things. They're ridiculous. You can't see anyone. So, you know, compLexity is going to take the second ProScrim 3-1. TK took the first ProScrim 3-2. Maybe we can set up a ProScrim between those 2 teams for next week. And, you know, just have a good night, guys. Call one.